with friends. Podcast.
Oh God, the burning.
What about just Billy Mays it? Like, Crashing with Friends podcast. Welcome back. We are here today. We've got Andrew. We've got Connor.
What's up?
We've got Kyle, and I'm your host, Billy Mays here. Let's hop right into it. Starting with Andrew. Andrew, how's that week going, man?
Like and subscribe, episode 155. Hit the bell. Thanks for joining us. Now, Andrew, take over.
It's been all right, man. It's been a pretty good week. You know, I got no complaints. It wasn't really this week, but it was Saturday night. I got to go to St. Louis and go to a concert. I saw Falling in Reverse and Tech Nine.
Falling in Reverse with that Ronnie Radke guy?
Hell yeah, he put on a good show, man. It was a little hot for the flames in the background, but it was cool. It was cool to see it. He had some shooting flames in the background. It was cool to see him in person. We were in the pit, up close and personal. But that was that was basically the highlight of my week. If you count Saturday as my week. Nothing been going on this week though. Work's been going all right, I guess. What about you, Connor?
Oh man, yeah, that was quick.
Like, just fucking shine that spotlight over to the right real quick.
Yeah, it's been a good week, better than last week for sure.
Yeah, last week it was a pretty dour intro for Connor.
Pretty
Was it?
Not good. Yeah,
Down in the dumps?
yeah, just a lot of bad stuff in life happening. Yeah. More than just being sad boy like usual. Which I mean, that's always a possibility. Sad boy might come back.
Sad boy is always around the corner.
Yeah, one tear away.
Are we all?
Yeah, it's been a good week. Last weekend, we played disc golf, right? Didn't we play Landreth?
Yeah.
Had a good day there. Drives overall coming out great. Didn't get as high of a score or as low of a score as I wanted, but I never do at Landreth, so that's okay. Don't worry about that. We won't talk about that.
Hey.
Yeah, haven't really been playing any games. I did play like last weekend some more of that Warhammer 40K Space Marine 1 game. That game is dope, dude. Like it's up there with, like, I would say if you're like a fan of like the old Halos, like Halo 1 through 3, it gives me kind of like Halo 2 vibes in some ways, as far as like, you know, the overall game and how it's structured and, you know, that kind of thing.
Okay.
But yeah, it's just like, it's very cool, and I'm excited to play that second game with you guys eventually. So it's like, I do want you guys to play that first one, for sure.
Yeah, I was pretty stoked that on Warhammer they had PvP, kind of had like that Gears of War feel.
That PvP looks fun. That's part of the reason why I want to get it real fast, because I don't want to buy it later and the PvP not be around. Because you know what I'm saying? The PvPs on those kind of games usually don't last for a little bit.
I think people will just get burnt out.
Yeah.
That's how it happens a lot of the time.
Yeah.
If it's not a PvP, straight PvP focused game, then yeah, a lot of people, it's just going to fall away.
And then the last remaining like population of the player base are dudes that are just like god level at the game. It's like, I do nothing but play this.
Yeah, I was surprised to see that Gears of War was still going on PvP. Like, people are still playing it.
Like Gears 5 PvP and stuff like that. Yeah. As far as the rest of what's going on, I did watch The Penguin. We talked about that a little bit. Really dig The Penguin episode 1. Ready for episode 2. Can't wait for that. Just overall, I love that universe of the Batman, and just seeing that on TV, but still have that movie quality, really made me happy.
So
made me happy.
do you get, because I might not be the most knowledgeable about the Batman universe, do you guys know why Carmine's daughter was at, what's it called, Arkham?
She like killed people or something.
Yeah, I mean, I got the gist of that, but
Yeah, she's
but
a killer.
I was wondering if there was like some specific backstory that she has that I just didn't know that everyone who's a diehard fan might know already. But
Yeah, she might be some villain that I don't quite recall personally.
she's definitely not huge.
A lot of the female Batman villains are very well known. Like you got like the Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn. Catwoman, even though she's not necessarily a villain, she does show up as an antagonist here and there.
Anti-hero.
Yeah. Huntress, she shows up here and there. I mean, there's like well-established people, but I mean, I wouldn't know her personally. But yeah, really, really digging that, man. Like, I love crime dramas, and it's definitely like grounded to the point where it feels like a real, like, legit crime drama. I mean, there's no like superhero stuff going on. There's no fancy stuff. It's just like, okay, this is like a realistic version of the Penguin, and like he could actually be doing all this stuff. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I liked how the Robert Pattinson Batman was and how dark it was. Is that how the Penguin is? Series?
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah, shot exactly the same in a lot of ways.
And still, like the entire time I watched that first episode, I was just mind blown. Like, this is fucking Colin Farrell. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to see Colin Farrell somewhere in this character, but nah, he's Penguin, and like,
yeah, fully. Yeah, it's cool. It's up there with like the Heath Ledger Joker transformation. Like,
yep,
I would say on par with that, if not maybe even.
He's giving him a run for his money, for sure.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I thought that it was really surprising that Colin Farrell, of all people, would be the Penguin. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's one of those things like, he's kind of an underrated actor.
Oh, yeah.
But the Penguin is not necessarily like huge, but
he's an underrated villain within the Batman universe, I'll say that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Just to pick, I mean, I get that he's got prosthetics and all that on, but just to pick Colin Farrell, of all people, to play the Penguin was surprising to me.
Mm-hmm. It's almost like he wanted it, you know? Well, I think he did. I think he wanted it.
Well, Gotham picked that one dude from Wedding Crashers, the Death, you are my bitch lover. They picked him.
Yeah.
And he fucking killed it. I'm not going to lie. I loved Gotham. I'll come out and say it. Like, even though it was a cheesy CW type show, that's fucking great. I thought it was better than The Flash.
I don't know. I like The Flash. I don't know if I'd say it's better.
I didn't watch Gotham, so I can't comment on that, but I will say Flash had a serious drop off, and like I could argue that I was looking at it through rose tinted glasses, you know, in a lot of ways, because I am a Flash fan. And I like Grant Gustin.
I was right there with you.
I rooted for that show to succeed, you know, and that's probably part of why I liked it so much. But it is kind of a mid show. But it was also a step up from Green Arrow, which was also like another a show I liked and rooted for, but was also really mid, you know.
Yep.
That the first two seasons of Green Arrow were just dope, because it had all the flashbacks with Slade back on the island and stuff.
Yeah.
Then after that, it was just like, it wasn't quite as good. It got too superhero-y and less grounded, you know. But that's to each their own. That's another talk for another day about CW. Yeah, exercising. Life is pretty good right now. Yeah, excited for the future.
Dope.
Yeah.
What about you, Kyle? How's your week going?
Good. Same thing like you guys. More of the same from last week and the week before. Just playing nothing but that Star Wars Outlaws game. I keep thinking in my head, I was like, do I play another game? And then every time I think about playing another game, I'm like, no.
Nah, yeah.
I'm loving this fucking game. It's one of those things where it's just scratching an itch. I do at least once or twice a year play a big open world game that just has tons of fucking unlockables and objectives and just like more than I can even wrap my brain around. Lots of bases to take down, like that kind of open world game, you know, like settlements everywhere.
I'm the same way, but with Skyrim. Like, I just recently picked that back up. Like, I like Skyrim originally, like the remastered, whatever it is, on Steam. I don't know if it's remastered or the original, whatever
Anniversary.
it is. Is it Anniversary? Okay.
Just the original one with no mods, you saying?
That being said, though, I played Skyrim without mods, but then you can also play Skyrim with mods and to make it easy. The mods are right there on the homepage. You know, the Creations Club or whatever it is. So it's like every time you play that game, if you want to add mods, like it's a different game. So I always managed to pick that back up.
Yeah, you can mod that game to make it not the original storyline at all. That's what's crazy. And stuff like that.
Yeah, people add in their own quests and stuff too.
I'm mainly looking forward to the Skyrim mods, like for a Sky Oblivion. Like Skyrim's cool. It's cool, but it's kind of a dumbed down version of Elder Scrolls, like Morrowind even.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
specifically Morrowind.
Yeah.
Like
when you go from Morrowind to Oblivion, then to Skyrim, you feel like you lose so much every time.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, especially us starting out with Morrowind. Like, played the shit out of Morrowind. When you play Skyrim, it's like, okay, I see what you're doing here, but like you've lost so much of what made Morrowind fun.
Yeah,
like,
I played so much Oblivion, it's not even funny.
I played a lot of Oblivion as well, but not as much as I played Morrowind. Morrowind, you could just level up by jumping around, and then eventually you're freaking jumping to the moon. It's freaking nuts, dude. Like, making potions where you can literally jump 1,000 feet and then kill yourself. Like, it's just so
or
much
not,
stupid
or not
shit.
kill yourself.
Yeah,
Immortal.
but yeah, I can't wait for those to come out, and then I will be stoked. But yeah, Skyrim's a great game.
Do you back to your original game? Do you like? Obviously, you like it enough to where you feel like it shouldn't be like underselling, quote unquote.
I don't get it.
Yeah, I was gonna say like what I would assume it's just people don't want to pay full price for it or something, or
That, and it's made by Ubisoft.
Yeah,
but I don't get it. I'm super surprised. I was thinking about this 2 nights ago. How is it that not every single one of my friends in my Discord is not all playing Star Wars Outlaws at the same time? It's that good of a game that I'm so surprised. When I'm playing, I'm like, my friends don't even realize how good of a game this is. So much of it is so good, and like it's hella fun. Especially, I know that all of my friends like stealth games with a good story. Like, there's some, it's underground Star Wars stuff. Like, it's straight up bounty hunter shit. So much of it is bounty hunter shit. Like, so much of it, dude. I've not ran into anybody talking about Jedi even once yet in the whole game. I've not even heard Darth Vader's name even once.
Jedi.
I've heard nothing of that. But like, it's just crime syndicate shit. It's so good, man.
I mean, if it's Star Wars, I'll play it.
Right. I'm just like, it just blows my mind that so much of today's generation is just jaded by Star Wars. You know what I'm saying? I get it.
Yeah.
I definitely get it. There's too much bad Star Wars out there, even though I don't find any of it bad. Besides some of the cartoon shit. That's really all I find bad. Like, the stuff that's made for kids is not made for me. So I don't get down on it. But like, this Star Wars Outlaws game, it's so good. Like, flying from a planet to space, like, it is a cut scene, but it's not a cut. It takes control out of your hands for a second. The leaving the planet, because you push like go and it leaves the planet, and there's the transition from planet to space is so flawless and so clean. This, like, the way your ship transforms to like go freaking fast, like the hyperspace. Every time I go to hyperspace, I grin. Like, it's too cool. Her catchphrase for going into hyperspace is "punch it," which I think that's badass. I mean, that's what was Pike's thing.
I think so. Yeah.
Pike, from Star Trek, but yeah, I really dig it. And people like grind against that Nyx character, your little like furry like friend thing. I freaking love him, dude. The whole time, like, normally this kind of shit I would not like, but I like it, you know? But the only thing I don't like is the main character's face. I've stared at her face for like 25 hours now at this point, and I just don't, like, every time I look at it, I'm like, what happened here?
Is it the haircut?
It's not the haircut. It's the face.
Yeah. They're both pretty rough. I don't like either one personally.
I take it you can't customize that?
No.
Man.
But
give me a different haircut, give me a different face.
It's weird, man. I don't know. I don't understand.
I guess that makes sense. Like, you can't really do that on any other Star Wars games, but
I like that.
You can change up, like on Jedi Survivor, you can change up Cal's hair and facial hair. But you can't change his face, though.
Yeah, I started my New Game Plus on Jedi Survivor, and my Cal had a full like red beard that was long and had all like this badass outfit on. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot. You can totally change how he looked by the end of the game.
Yeah, I haven't played the second Jedi Survivor game. I got it downloaded.
Mine looked very Obi-Wan Kenobi once I got the Jedi robes and then the beard and the windswept hair and all that. That's the way to go, man.
Yeah, man, that game is so good.
Yeah.
Especially the ending of that game. It's like, here we go, give me part 3, let's go. Like the ending of 2 is fucking sweet.
Yeah.
And that's another game that you could mod that also makes it pretty badass. Being able to play like Darth Vader instead of Cal.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
I've seen some of the mods.
Cutting stormtroopers in half.
Never gets old. Never gets old. But all this being said, I know that I'm a Star Wars like
super fan.
Like,
Yeah, we grew up with it, so
right. I mean, I watched those VHSs till they were fucking not working.
yeah.
Yeah. But other than that, man, watching MasterChef. Just recently watched that Sean Evans episode. Kind of behind.
I already finished it.
I still have the finale to watch. That's it.
We'll get it watched this week. Gonna start.
Want me to tell you who wins?
No. But that's really been my week, man. I'm really looking forward to NBA. Like I keep thinking about it constantly. I mean, I'm wearing a Lakers shirt today, so is Connor. But
Rep in.
love football. I love football, but NBA is my number one. I watch every game. I can't help myself. Some nights I'll watch 2 games. I watch from the moment the games start. I'll watch all night long. I love basketball. It pains me that I can't play it anymore, but I love it.
You can still shoot it.
I can still shoot, but man, I want to play one-on-one so bad, like how I used to play. Just hardcore getting into it, you know?
Or hockey, apparently.
Yeah, not really.
Hockey doesn't agree with me either, man.
Yeah.
I've got like nice athletic braces that I need to use. I really need to use it on my right knee for sure. But my left knee, it just gives out all the time. Like I'll be walking at work and it'll just give out. It happens freaking sometimes 15 times a day. It bums me out personally. But enough about my knees. Jackson, how's your week been?
It's been pretty good, dude. That day that we went and played disc golf at Landreth, I was trying to work on my Annie throws a little bit more because I noticed that like whenever I throw my understable discs, I don't really put a whole lot of Annie on them, so they're not really doing what they should be doing. So I've been trying to do that more. Also, played like a small round at the Birdie Course in Neo show, and afterwards I was like, oh, I've got my not my disc golf shoe. I got my skate shoes in the trunk. I'm going to stop at that one little wave thing, you know what I'm talking about? And I'm going to finally skate it. And I skated it for a little bit. It was pretty fun. Not going to lie. The entire time I kept thinking like, God, I want to freaking lip slide this so badly. But wasn't able to get the lip slide. I'm not that good. I wanted to watch Everything Everywhere All at Once yesterday because after I watched what was the recent was it the Grammys or
The Emmys?
The Emmys. Yeah, after I watched the Emmys, I was like, I want to like watch some other Oscar speeches or whatever and Emmy speeches, and then I got to the one of I don't want to say it wrong. Hiku Kwan.
Ki Hui Kwan or
Ki Hei Kwan.
Yeah, a short round from Indiana Jones.
Yeah, I watched his speech and I was like, bro, I gotta watch this movie. But freaking Tuesday night, got hit hardcore with one of the worst migraines I ever had. Was up all night. I had like delirium and freaking like was spinning and stuff. Drove to work that morning and I was like, I'm just gonna get through today. It's gonna be an easy day. It's just class. And then like 10 minutes into work, freaking threw up. And I was like, yes, I gotta go home now because they're not gonna just let me stay here while I'm throwing up. So
You tell me you're drunk?
huh?
You tell me you're drunk?
I told him I was like the heroin was too much. Man. I'm never doing a heroin bender again. Nah, I don't do that shit. FYI, I don't do that shit. It's fucked up. Not until I'm 75. Then I'll try it.
Yeah. We've discussed it.
But yep. Went home. Just spent the entire rest of the day in bed, and really didn't do anything for the rest of the day. Went to like sleep at like 6 yesterday. So
Cool.
Yeah. So yesterday was a really shitty day, but today I feel 100% like yesterday didn't even happen.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
Also, when I was in training class or whatever for the jab, like I missed like almost nothing yesterday. Like I was completely caught up within the first hour.
Damn.
So I lucked out having an old man in our class that is not good at taking the tests. Mm-hmm. So lucked out there. But tomorrow should be certified and be ready for doing the regular work next week.
Nice.
Look forward to it.
Yeah, it's nice to get out of training class, man.
Ooh, I should also mention just one last thing. I found this band earlier today. I don't know why I'm pulling out my phone. I know the name of them. They're called 156 Silence or whatever, with like a little slash in there. They're kind of like hardcore / metalcore. Give them a listen if you want to. They put out a new album and it just posted up on my Spotify. I was like, I'll try it out, and I was digging it. So
156 / what?
156 / silence.
Is that spelled out 156 or is it?
It's a numerical.
Just
156 / silence.
Okay. All right. Interesting.
Yeah. So if you're into hardcore music, check that out. I was digging it.
Cool.
And now, the podcast! The actual podcast starts right now! Okay, what was the first topic?
I'll talk about hate and me giving up my hate for Tom Brady.
Oh my God, Connor! What the f are you talking
I was
about?
surprised to see
this.
you type that in the chat.
Yeah, I was like, what?
So I've hated Tom Brady for a long time. It's kind of like the John Cena thing, you know. You just hate people, and yeah, I got over it, man. It was Sunday. I was watching one of the football games he was announcing, and I'm like, man, this is like the third week, and he's still having issues announcing games, you know.
Yeah, I heard a lot about him and his commentary, but not exactly why it was bad. I didn't watch it. Like, what is everyone hating on Tom Brady's, I don't know what you would call it, I guess, commentary?
He's
Okay.
He's a little socially awkward from what it seems like. He doesn't have that chemistry that you want between, like, the guy that's calling the game and the guy that's, like, commenting on it.
Yeah. He seems very mellow, like he wouldn't have that energy either.
He's a robot.
Yeah, he's a robot. But, like, I could hear more of his, like, I think he's from Michigan, possibly. I could hear more of his accent as well when he was talking. So that made me think, okay, yeah, he's having a hard time. I can tell that he's from, like, a good part of the United States. You know, Michigan, that's a good place to grow up. I'm looking at Kyle over there because he's just standing over there. But, yeah, it's just, like, those two things. And then... and there's like one other thing that came to mind while, it was just like the whole Giselle and then his kids and all that. I'm like, you know what? I actually want this dude to be happy. I actually hope this dude finds love again in his life, you know? And I hope he has success in his broadcasting career. I hope he like turns the corner and becomes like one of the all-time great broadcasters, you know? I think that'd be cool. So, yeah, I just kind of completely flipped it, and it's like the same thing that happened with John Cena. It's like, once I realized that I was being dumb for hating a dude that I've never met, it's like, okay, maybe I should not hate that person, you know? And it felt good. It's always felt good. Every single time I've given up hate for, like, one of these actors or celebrities, it's always felt good. So.
Right, dude, because the thing is, you don't know this person. You know what you've seen on a video or a media or any of that stuff. People can be dumb as fuck on a video or media or word of mouth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
That's a lot of my thought process too. It's like, man, I shouldn't be judging people like that. So
I think that MGK back in the day got a lot of hate. He still gets a lot of hate for the different genres and stuff that he tries to switch it up all the time. You know, is he rap? Is he rock? Is he country? I don't know.
Well, I think it's because he goes to a genre, tries to call somebody out, and then that person eradicates them, and then he's like, oh god, I got so eradicated, I gotta switch to pop punk now.
Yeah. That being said, though, like MGK, like his, like back in the day when I first found him and he was on YouTube, man.
When he was a little boy.
Yeah. No. But no, his music back in the day, man, got me through a lot. So. I can't say that about everybody. So people talk crap on him all the time, and him changing his wardrobe and his music and all that. It is what it is. But.
Is he still married to Megan Fox?
Currently.
Are they getting divorced?
They can't take the reins off without cutting themselves, bruh.
Yeah, they're a weird couple, man.
Yeah, dude. They put
Sharing blood and all that.
rings on that would literally like rip the skin off you if you tried to take it off.
They do some questionable stuff, but
Yeah,
I mean,
That would hurt,
a
right?
little bit. Yeah,
I think that's the point.
Like, wouldn't it hurt to wear though?
I don't know.
maybe. I don't know. I don't know.
Just get the tattoo. Just get the tattoo. What are you doing? I don't know.
Yeah,
It seems like an easier
I'm
one.
not married.
yeah. I mean, everybody has
can't
their
say.
own thing, so
Yeah.
that's theirs.
Yeah.
Might as well get like a cigar cutter and put that as your wedding ring. It's like, if you divorce me, I'm just going to pop your finger off.
I mean, that's kind of what marriage is anyway.
Cutting fingers off?
No, I mean, I'm saying like that's how it's supposed to be. It's the same. It's like the same thing as like a wedding band. Like it's not supposed to come off. Like not wedding band, wedding ring.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Unless you're
Like it's supposed to, it's supposed to be permanent. Like once you put it on, it's not supposed to come off.
Yeah.
So I could see how that would be like a.
If you're wearing gloves and you gotta, like, they don't fit with the ring on,
You're working with a lot of metal.
Yeah, a lot of metal. Yeah,
a lot of
scratching stuff. Yeah.
See, I always thought like I wouldn't mind if I had like a wedding ring and it just like got a whole bunch of scratches and stuff on it, because I'd just be like, dude, this is the life of this ring that I've got. Each scratch is a story.
That'd be really cool.
Just saying, man. Just saying.
Tell me the stories.
You see the scratch, man? You see the scratches? Me and my wife fell down a hill together.
Oh, man.
See this little bit of paint right here, man?
Me and my wife, Jill, we're going up a hill.
I didn't know we were wearing shades. I didn't know that was a thing, Kyle.
Hey, man. I saw him over there and I thought,
How would have worn mine?
I want to differentiate
I left mine at the house.
from how I was when I
You got
was
any more?
sitting down previously. Yeah, there was a pair up there.
Where?
Go and get them.
All right.
Actually, there's a pair on top of my fridge. Just run up there and grab them real quick.
Fridge?
Yeah, on top of my fridge. There's a pair on top of my fridge.
All right. Now, while Andrew is running upstairs to
it ain't
grab
about-
glasses from the fridge.
If anything about peach rings, I don't even want to hear about it right now. That's all I want to hear about is peach rings.
You have peach rings?
No, but I
Let's
want
not
some.
talk about it.
All right. Go ahead and say your thing.
But
Recently, I was thinking about stopping eating gummies.
Yeah.
I made it all of
10 seconds.
no.
Made it to the end of the thought. And you're like, I'm
No,
gonna
I
get
made it till the end of. I stopped right at about 9:30 at night as I was eating my last gummy, and then I thought, I'll stop this. And then after work, the first thing I did was I reached for some gummies, dude. I love gummies, dude. I love some gummy worms, man. Some gummy worms,
Bro, those root beer hard candies that you get, you know me and them root beer candies. Freaking, I have been going through a package of those, or close to a whole package of those in one sitting. Just, and then I don't even suck on them. I chew them down.
Hell yeah. Is there a place I could go to get the classic root beer barrels, non-sanded?
Cracker Barrel.
Really?
non-sanded. I love it.
I believe
dude.
Cracker Barrel still sells the actual root beer barrels that are shaped like the barrels.
Yeah, those old ones.
I believe they still sell them.
that are very coarse.
I want those so bad. Yeah.
They're so good.
I want them to cut my mouth open.
I love the sanded ones though. The sanded ones are great.
Gosh, Andrew, you look so fast.
Huh?
Yeah,
You
he's like a
look
runner.
so fast.
He's a runner. He's a track star.
Aerodynamic is what they call him.
Yeah.
All right.
Can we do some laps?
I had a couple questions for you guys this week, man. Some things that I've been.
Jackson's gonna say something.
Oh, okay, go for
I've
it.
got the thing pulled up right
Oh,
here.
cool, man.
You're like, Jackson, you've got the D chord. I'm like, I'm pulling up the D chord. Mm-hmm. And then we started talking about something.
Give me that D.
Yeah.
Don't ask for what you can't take.
Gonna take that D.
All right, so first,
You can't handle this, Steve.
the first official topic of this podcast. What things in media are you tired of seeing, and what do we not see enough of? Like, Kyle put examples. Like too many dogs dying. Or women getting mainly mother roles. Which I think that's definitely changed up recently, but
Yeah, you'd be surprised.
You know what I'm tired of seeing? Taylor Swift.
T-Swift?
Yeah, T
Tired of
Swift.
T-Swift?
Her and Travis Kelce. That's everything on Facebook right now.
Get off Facebook.
You're right. You're right.
Change the algorithm, bro.
Yeah.
change your algorithm.
Switch up that algae.
Be the change.
Yeah, for real, man.
What I like to see more? Kindness.
Hell yeah, kindness in media.
Hell yeah.
It's good stuff, man.
We need more of them, fuck, what's that? Ziggy Stardust song or whatever. There's a star, man. We
Okay.
need more of them memes.
Okay. I'm not sure what that meme is, but
I'm
okay.
not really.
It's just people doing heroic or generally just really nice things. And the nice thing always happens at the crescendo of there's a star man waiting in the sky or something.
I think people doing kindness out of the kindness of their heart is one thing. Somebody that doesn't expect something in return.
Yeah. Yeah.
In TV and movies?
That too.
I'm tired of seeing slow motion fight scenes.
Oh, yeah.
I am fucking over slow motion fight scenes, man.
If it isn't Jet Li's the one, I don't want to hear it.
Right. If I don't want to see
I will be the one.
I don't want to see the whole fight as a slow motion fight scene. Like, give me the whole fight and then like maybe one small moment in slow mo. But like, my main example is that Rebel Moon movie.
Yeah.
So every fight scene is completely slow motion. I mean, the movie overall sucks, but regardless, the slow motion fight scenes, it made it to where it was unwatchable.
Unless it's The Matrix, I don't want it.
And even The Matrix, most of the fight scenes are pretty fast movement, and then there's a couple slow motion sequences. You know what I'm saying?
As Neo gets more familiar with the Matrix and his powers.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
For me, man, I think multiverses are just way too played out and gimmicky at this point.
Yeah.
People heard about it and were like, "What?" And it's just like, dude, most of the time it actually takes away from movies because they lean too hard into like that part of it generally. So yeah, I don't have any problem with like parallel universes or things of that nature. I think, obviously the Spider-Man animated movies did it very well. And then other properties, I would say, haven't done it as well. I'm not going to get into that. It seems like once Ready Player One came out, it was just like in everyone's face, and then everybody wanted to be a part of it. Fortnite is like constantly, that's all Fortnite is, in my opinion, is just them trying to make the multiverse. And I don't even like Fortnite, for other reasons, but because of that reason, I also don't like Fortnite. I think it's like, dude, you're trying to become everything, try to be your own thing in a lot of ways. But yeah, that's another Fortnite.
Yeah, they definitely aren't original anymore. They're just playing off of Marvel and
It's like, what license can they get?
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
There's no creativity, in my opinion. It's like, oh, we're going to make another cat guy or a goldfish dude or whatever.
Yeah, I mean,
I
it's
kind of
pretty.
look at the same way at Funkos now. I was like, Funkos just make every single fucking thing and every iteration of that thing.
Yeah, but that's kind of the point of Funkos. Fortnite's a little different. Fortnite's like no longer original. They're just making characters from Marvel and all this other stuff. Funko's like they're supposed to be making those characters.
Yeah, I could see where you're coming from there. Yeah.
I just kind of liked Funko more when they only came out with like a line of 50 per year.
Yeah, I can see that too.
Now it's like putting out 3,000 per year.
Yeah.
Exactly. Funko
Bit
totally
excessive.
played out in my opinion. But
Yep.
hey, if you like collecting them, if that's your thing out there,
I was into collecting them in the
cool.
beginning, but
I think it's
Not
just
so much
a
anymore.
waste of money in my opinion. But if you got the money to burn, go ahead and waste it.
That being said, I still every once in a while see a sick Funko that I'm like, that is fucking sick. Like you can't tell that's a Funko. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like it's got a helmet on or something that actually looks dope. You know,
Yeah.
every once in
yeah,
a while.
I'm with you there. Sometimes I'll see them oversized ones, and I'm like, that one looks pretty cool too, dude.
Right, or like the Godzilla ones I think are pretty dope. Anakin's got a couple Godzilla ones. I'm like, those are sick.
Yeah, it's like certain characters, like the low detailed version of them doesn't look very good in my opinion, but then other ones they look really good.
For me,
Yeah.
it's the eyes with the no mouth. I'm just kind of overseeing that look.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I've still got some Funkos. I've got a Darth Maul one that I think is cool, and then I got that Doc Brown one. Those are the only two that I have left. But
The only two that I got rid of were my Rick and Morty ones.
you got rid of them.
Yeah, I got rid of all my Rick and Morty stuff. Just because I was like, bruh, I'm sick of seeing Rick and Morty everywhere now. For a good while, it was every fucking where. It was in the new Space Jam movie. It was at the menu when I went to Wendy's. Like it was
It's in your
literally
face.
everywhere.
Yeah,
And because of that, it became what's the word? Over something?
Oversaturated.
Yeah.
or overplayed. Yeah, dude. When Pickle Rick came out, that's whenever I broke on Rick and Morty. I didn't even watch the episode. I just kept seeing Pickle Rick everywhere.
It
I'm
was
like, dude,
everywhere. It was
I can't do
yeah.
this. Like, and then I watched the episode. I'm like, it was okay. I don't see why it's so popular, you know. But yeah, so yeah, down with the multiverse, and then up with the rom-coms, man. Not enough rom-coms from quality actors that are comedians. You know, you do still see like the occasional rom-com or just like a general romance movie, but they're not like, I would say, like drawing the crowds that they used to. You know, because it used to be like people love comedies, girls love going to the movies, so it was always like girls would prefer to see the rom-com over like an action movie or, you know, just whatever. So it's surprising to me that, I guess, like, I wouldn't even count Marvel movies as rom-coms, even though there's some romance in there and there's like some comedy. Like, I just wouldn't count those as rom-coms at all.
The
Like, even-
superhero flicks are their own thing for the most part.
Yeah. So it's just like that doesn't count. And then you don't see like Ben Stiller as much because he's gotten older. Same thing with like Owen Wilson, like the classic rom-com dudes. Will Ferrell, his career is shot. He'll never recover after Holmes and Watson. But yeah, I guess, like, I think Austin Butler should get into a rom-com. I think he'd do great. He might already have one that I don't know about. I don't know. Ryan Gosling, every rom-com I've seen him in, I loved it. So I could use some more. I guess The Fall Guy was probably, I guess that's probably the most recent one, right?
You should call that a rom-com.
Rom-com action.
I can get down with some Ryan Gosling.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen that though.
It's a great movie. But yeah,
Really good.
I could use more rom-coms in my life.
Man, I forgot to say what I could use them more in my life. More rom-coms.
Hell yeah.
I would like to see more real effects again.
Practical effects. Yeah.
Practical effects. I would like to see more puppet work, man. More like cool puppet work where I can tell, like, okay, there's like 6 or 7 dudes controlling this fucking thing.
Yeah, stuff from
Asked
like
him
Dark
out.
Crystal, stuff like that.
Seven dudes asked him out,
One
and
guy's
they're
got
loving
a
it.
guy up his other guy's butt. He's got the other guy up the... You can tell.
They're moving that dude.
Yeah, he's got hand on arm. It's like, what the... Yeah. But,
Those are so cool, man. Yeah.
like, especially, like, the first... Seeing behind the scenes of, like, Alien and seeing how they made that thing come to life, and it's just a bunch of, like, weird stuff put together, and it just makes it look like an alien. But I want to see, I would love to see more obvious effects, you know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't have to be like, this looks fake. I'm just saying, like, I can clearly tell that that's a real life thing, you know?
Yeah, not computer generated.
Right, because so often nowadays they don't give these computer animators enough time to fully make it look good and real, so you get these effects that are half baked, and then it's half baked forever.
Yeah, there's like textures that just don't look real. Yeah.
Right. You see a awful. I mean, sharks are the biggest example because they look garbage in almost everything. But like, a bad shark's a bad shark forever. Mm-hmm. You know, unless you're George Lucas and you make an even worse looking shark. Mm-hmm. But like,
And make it sing.
yeah, and make it sing.
Shark Tale's pretty good though.
One of the best looking sharks.
Throw that
Yeah.
one in there.
One of the best animated sharks out there.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
It was good when I watched it. It's been a long time though.
It's okay. I think
It's been a long time.
having seen it a lot recently, and not a lot, but a few times, we tried to get Cohen into it. I can see why he bounced off. It's very mid. Very mid.
Not quite Nemo.
Not quite Nemo.
Well, Nemo is a all-time great Pixar movie.
It's true.
True that. Yep.
Yeah. Very mid. Anything else you guys want to see more of?
I want
More full frontal nudity?
well, Penguin is giving it to me, but I want more dark, gritty superhero stuff, dude. I want more grounded, realistic, based in real world. Get the fucking laughs out of here and being kooky and funny and zany.
You're missing one huge one that you haven't watched. I know you haven't watched it.
What are you talking about?
Watchmen.
You're right.
Dude.
That one will.
Watchmen
really you to
is definitely
death.
one of my all-time favorites. I actually just watched that recently.
The TV show?
Not the TV show, the movie.
That's what I'm talking
The
about.
TV show, though, I have
Watch-
not watched it yet.
Watch
Yeah,
the TV show.
is. Yeah.
Pretty much, you just need to take out the ending of Zack Snyder's Watchmen. Just take out the very end of it and then splice it with the TV show, and you have a continuation of that movie.
Okay.
It's really fucking good. Yeah.
That being said, about the dark superheroes, like a Snyder cut of like the ending credits where Superman like takes over and he's like evil. You know what I'm talking about? Where like Joker has to team up with Batman. And
Yeah.
The nightmare.
I would
future.
have loved
Yeah.
That was dope.
because I liked the Snyder cut. The theatrical cut was dog shit,
Yeah.
but the Snyder cut was a solid 7.5 at least. At
Yeah.
least.
It was a solid movie.
Like
yeah.
just seeing Superman, like how dark he went. Like he's got nothing to lose. You know.
What's
How-
even funny, like Batman vs Superman theatrical cut was ridiculous, like in so many areas. But you watch the director's cut of that movie, it's a fantastic, solid movie. It's just I don't understand what they were doing to Zack Snyder. It's like why were they fucking that movie series up so bad?
Yeah.
And it's because they were trying to copy Marvel with the fun jokes and zaniness, and it's like, bro, just let that be that.
Done you though. Watch Watchmen, man.
Yeah.
Who's watching the Watchmen?
Jackson.
They got that Watchmen TV show about to come, or that not TV show, but it's a movie, right? Part 1.
The animated.
Yeah, the animated
Yeah, I think
Watchmen
it's
show.
it's either a movie or it's like an animated show. I want to say or something. One of the two. Looks good though.
It does look good.
I also hope something comes of, is it Seth MacFarlane's or Spawn?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Is
Todd
this-
McFarlane.
McFarlane.
The
Seth
new movie
MacFarlane's-
that's gonna come out.
Yeah. I hope something comes soon of that, man.
Aren't they having the original character, the guy that played Spawn in the original movie? Aren't they having him?
I don't think so.
I thought they were.
Jai Michael White.
I thought they were having him play Spawn
so.
again.
I mean, he definitely could.
I think it's Michael Jai White, right?
I just want it to be more closer
That
to
was
the
just what I
comics,
heard.
and
I don't know.
definitely that movie, that's what you call bad CGI in a movie, man. Practical effects are pretty good, but
The movie's still
Michael Jai White.
nice. Was close.
Spawn might actually be right on that line of so bad it's good, you know?
Right. Man, just put 50 Cent in it. Make 50 Cent Spawn.
God, that'd be the shit, dude. That would be so weird. Fucking awesome.
Take it to the candy shop.
Get rich or Spawn Tryin. Like,
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Isn't the new one gonna be called like King Spawn or something?
That'd be a cool
It's supposed to be
name.
like a different variation.
did you guys by any chance see the trailer for that B movie of Hellboy?
No.
Oh, yes, I have.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like part of it's in like
It's
in
like
the forest.
an independent film, Hellboy.
Yeah.
Looks fucking weird. I want to watch it just to see how bad it is.
It does look weird, yeah.
Yeah, it's called King Spawn. It's got Jamie Foxx as Al Simmons.
I got another question for you guys. There's a thing that I
That's
think
AI. Google AI. I don't know. We can't trust this thing.
it's
Who knows if he'll still be in the movie? Supposedly, Jamie Foxx is in a lot of that Sean Diddy Combs stuff. Just saying.
really.
At least that's what I've heard. But when they released that stuff, it could have just been anyone that went to that party. If you go to that party, it doesn't.
Everybody went to that party.
But there's
just because
two
you go to
parties.
that party doesn't mean that you're doing a lot of crazy shit at the party. You
yeah.
could have went to the party and went, "Fuck, this is crazy shit. I'm leaving."
And I hear that he would have big parties, but then there'd be the after party, and that would also be the freak off. So it's like, if you went to one party, that doesn't necessarily mean that you went to the other party. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, LeBron isn't that shit too?
Yeah.
And like
Barack Obama. Barack Obama was there. It's like, hey, this is a freak off. He's there.
yeah.
Usher was there, and he was Braden Bieber when he was 14 years old.
Yeah.
Fucked up.
Yeah.
But I wasn't at the freak off, so I don't even know what's going. There could have just been like crazy shit going on in the back rooms, and then one big main room where a lot of cocaine was happening. I don't know.
Were you really getting the freak off going?
I don't know. I've never been to a freak off. Diddy wouldn't let me in.
True.
Wonder if he like had food provided for everybody.
That's what you're wondering.
That's what I want to know.
He's just making them all eat lube. I got 1,000 bottles for you guys.
Lube and baby oil.
Got strawberry, got banana, got grape.
Cups
Danny
of lube.
DeVito's over in the corner making a suicide flavor. He's like, it's like, I'm mixing them all. I don't know if Danny DeVito was actually at the party. I don't think Danny DeVito would go to those kinds of parties.
Nah, he's got too much integrity.
He's got too much. He's got too much wholesomeness about him. Mm-hmm. Dude made Matilda.
Mm-hmm. He lived Matilda.
We had other stuff we were going to talk about, I think.
I was just thinking about Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger on that Twins movie.
Yeah.
Some good stuff.
What a thought.
I always thought they were supposed to remake that movie.
Yeah, they are remaking that movie.
They are?
Yeah.
With what? Terry Crews and Kevin Hart?
I think it's like John Cena and someone else. I can't remember. I could be wrong.
Fucking, I bet it's going to be John Cena and Kevin Hart, and you watch them try to connect the dots. But, the next main topic for today. What video game, movie, or
Hey,
TV...
don't read this thing like a email. Why are you reading it like an email? Hey, Kyle wrote in this week.
Hold up. Hey, fellas. I want to ask you something. This is something that's been on my brain. What video game? It's hard for me to read. What video game, movie, or TV? That's how you wrote it. What video game, movie, or TV should you like?
Just look at it and then paraphrase it. It's not hard to do this.
Yo, what's something out there that is like... It's pretty much tailor-made for you, but you just can't seem to get into it. Like a TV show, or a movie, or a video game.
Or a video game.
Okay.
You did it.
I'd say Whoppers. Everybody knows I'm a candy freak, but something about Whoppers, not the biggest fan of them. Also the orange circus peanuts. You know what I'm saying? Seem like they'd be made for me, but they're just not.
They're super made for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Love those things.
The circus peanuts?
Yeah, the orange ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You like those?
No, I don't like those.
Oh, okay. I was
You think
confused.
I would, right?
No.
No.
I don't think anybody likes those.
Kyle likes them.
Yeah,
Does he really?
I get them all the time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I haven't seen those since I was a kid.
Okay,
That's
I
crazy.
say all the time. I get them on car rides, like long car trips. So it's not all the time. Maybe 3 times a year.
I used to eat those when I was a kid.
Man,
Kind of tastes like foam.
like the candy thing of that for me is Twizzlers, man. I am not a licorice guy at all.
Even red Twizzlers.
All licorice.
It doesn't taste like licorice.
You've had red Twizzlers though, right?
Yeah.
You've had red vines.
I've had red vines. I've had all the
pulse?
licorice.
Yeah,
I've
the
tried
pull.
all the licorice,
Have
and
you
every
had the
time I'm
ones that
like,
are like
"Yo,
the
this is just rubber." That's how I.
So is the
taste it.
consistency is more the thing?
It's
Like too hard of a gummy for you? Is that kind of?
Okay, what about the ones that are like, hey, this one it's not even made by Twizzler. It's like, it looks like a Twizzler, but it's like, you know, strawberry or like blueberry. You
Or
know,
chocolate.
ones
Yeah,
I'm
they got the
talking about?
chocolate ones.
Yeah.
That are like super hardcore of that flavor. You get them at like Dollar Tree
Yeah.
and like dollar stores and stuff. You know what I'm talking about?
I'd have to see what you're.
It's like the
actually
little
talking about.
Debbie of Twizzlers.
Yeah, but they're
But,
super tasty.
I could probably like go with like, okay, with all Twizzlers, all Twizzler the brand. Fuck those. I'm not into any flavor.
I can get that. I can get behind
Red
that.
vines, not into them. Like I could probably like go with like a red vine type thing, but like maybe a different flavor. That's not that you know. But mainly licorice in all forms. I'm just like fuck it. I don't like it.
So you've had the pull and peel. And you don't like that?
Nah, not a big fan. Not a big fan of it. To me, it's just it. I feel like this. It's literally just plastic candy. That's how I look at it.
Do you feel the same way about like the sour punch straws?
Not entirely, no.
And why is that?
Because they're sour.
Punch straws? Because it's. I don't think it's an actual licorice for one.
I'm just saying, like consistency wise.
It's about the same.
Consistency, I'm not the biggest fan of the consistency, but it's got so much of that sour shit on it. It's like, you know, kind of overrides it a bit.
But once
It's
you
like
sucked off the sour,
To me, it's a different.
I love sucking
candy.
off the sour.
I put that in a different category.
once you suck sour, then what it tastes like?
But
Something I'm not eating the rest of.
You spit it out.
Sucks the sour off.
but Twizzlers should be something that you would like. So should be made for you.
It's candy guy, right?
candy.
Yeah,
But I'm saying, are you answering the question correctly?
I did.
Okay.
Fucking candy, bro. Yeah.
Right.
Candy's
You
made
should-
for me.
You should like all candy. Yes, I get you. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You're just saying stuff.
There's
Okay, we're done.
Rarely do I run into a candy where I'm like, fuck that.
Yeah.
Until Twizzlers comes around, and then I'm like, I could get it away from me.
That's how I am with Whoppers, man.
But here's
Like,
the thing:
I'd give them to my
I
nephew
can
or
still
something.
eat one. Like I'll probably have one every 3 years just to remind myself. This is why I don't get these.
Right.
That's fair.
So it's one of those things where Connor, you like the chocolate, you like the inside, but the combination of the two, it just doesn't jive. So that it should be made for you, but it's not.
Don't like the inside.
Really, you don't like the Whopper material?
Yeah, don't like the taste of it.
The malt.
What about the Robin egg? What about the Robin egg versions?
Not a fan of those either.
Really?
I guess it is like the malted milk or whatever it is.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah. It's not a fan. But I do like the outside chocolate. Yeah. If all I had were Whoppers, I'd suck the chocolate off them balls. And then I'd spit those balls out.
So, Candy House makes some pretty good Whoppers.
Yeah.
I bet.
Candy House, shout out.
As far as like TV shows go, one show that really felt like it was tailor made for me, but I ended up not liking it really that much at all, even though I watched all of it. Ash vs. Evil Dead. I watched every episode, and at the end of it, I was like, could have done without watching any of this.
Really?
I think I'm the same way on TV shows, at least. It's like we're talking about like Lord of the Rings, and then we have like Rings of Power. It's not the same.
See,
not,
when it comes to Evil Dead, like, you guys are very experienced with the hardcore in-your-face horror like stuff of it, with a little bit of campy zaniness, like, because Evil Dead Rises had a little bit of that campy shit in it.
Oh, dude.
But
That shit was in our house when we were kids.
Evil Dead?
Yeah.
Yeah, Bruce Campbell.
Yeah. Cool.
My dad loved that shit.
Okay, so you guys are familiar with Army of Darkness?
Yeah.
See, I loved the first Evil Dead, and I loved Army of Darkness. Evil Dead 2, the one in between, is trying to be both really horrific and zany comedy at the same time, and I feel like you really have to do one or the other.
Yeah.
I don't like it when they try to mix the two, and Ash vs. Evil Dead really tried to mix the two. And I was
Okay.
like,
I
just
get
go
ya.
full on campy.
Yeah.
See, for me, I feel like the Black Mirror show should be made for me because I love Outer Limits and like Twilight Zone and stuff like that. But every time I watch an episode of Black Mirror, I get about 25 minutes in and I realize I hate it and stop watching it every single time. Now, the
lot of the
only
newer-
episode I like is obviously the one with the spaceship.
Star
The
Trek. one.
USS Callister.
Yeah, that's like a good episode. But God, I've watched so many episodes, man. So many episodes. Like every time there's a new season, I try watching it, and I'm like, man, this is not for me, dude. I don't get it.
It's the concepts, is what it is.
Right? It's like this is not sci-fi enough for me, man. Like, and also I feel the same way with that Love, Death, and Robots. It should be for me. I try watching it.
Yeah, that's a good one for me too.
It should be for me, but every time I try watching, I'm like, dude, this is not for me, dude. I don't get why I don't like this. It's not the Outer Limits and like Twilight Zone. It was almost like horror-ish to a point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was like,
Yeah. There
it
was,
was
horror
like
to it.
a shade of our life, but a different color. You know what I'm saying?
Red.
Right.
Yeah. I do enjoy Black Mirror though, but I agree with you. There are a lot of episodes, like it's really 50-50 for me on whether or not I'm going to like the episode or not.
Another thing is Red Dead Redemption. I should love that, but I just can't do it.
God.
Can't do it.
I want to replay it again with the lossless scaling, but I am stopping myself from doing so. I want to so bad right now.
Do it. Fuck it.
I wouldn't.
There's other games I got to play and beat.
Yeah. I feel you there.
There's
But
a
if,
lot
you don't
of
but if you don't think within the next year I am going to be playing Red Dead Redemption 2 again, it's
It's on.
put it on your bingo card. It's a happening. Yeah, it's a happening. Red Dead 2 is happening with this guy. Andrew,
Yes, sir.
answer the fucking question.
I don't know. I was just thinking about the Hobbit movies, man. It's like I love Lord of the Rings, but the Hobbits just don't do it for me.
That's another good one, man.
yeah.
I just can't get into it.
I personally hate the Hobbit movies, and it is because of the bad CGI.
In the third one, there's that CGI character that's terrible, and then the main guy, what's his name? Something Oakenshield. He hugs this CGI character, and they use a doll with like a wig on it, and you see it from the back of him hugging it, and it's like one of the weirdest looking things I've ever seen in like a theatrical movie like that. I'm like, dude, that don't look right. But yeah, there's a lot of good critiques there for sure. But yeah, they're an acquired taste for sure.
I just always think, man, can you imagine if they made the Hobbit movies like they did the original Lord of the Rings movies?
Yeah.
And I think the same thing about Rings of Power too.
Yep.
That's one thing that I wish I saw less of. The overabundance of CGI. Just go back to real locations.
There's just not enough going on either in both The Hobbit and The Rings of Power. Like I fell asleep watching The Hobbit, like all of them. Like they're just not very entertaining, you know.
Yeah, less going on.
Like there's so much that they could be covering over like Lord of the Rings, like the Rings of Power and the Hobbits, and they just don't cover anything, you know.
Yeah, you know.
You feel?
And you know, fucking Disney doesn't even try to hide dicks on the fucking front posters of movies anymore, man.
Right.
They don't even try.
Right.
They used to be my Where's Waldo. It's like, where's the dick? There it is, right there on the Little Mermaid cover. It's in that tower.
Good old times.
Yep.
Andrew has got a look of confusion. He's like, what do you mean the dick tower on Little
Yeah.
Mermaid?
And what movie was it when that guy pulled down his pants in the stands at like that basketball game, and like you could see it on gosh.
He pulls down his pants at a basketball game.
Yeah, there's like a Disney movie, and at the end, like this, like they're like at a basketball game, and like, this dude, like you can see him pull down his pants, and you can see this dude's dick in the background. I forget what movie it is, man.
You got me. You got me stumped. I'm trying to think of Disney movies with basketball games at the end.
Was it like Air Bud?
This was Disney movie with dick.
Is it a dog dick?
Little Mermaid. You're gonna get Rescuers Down Under.
You're gonna get some fucking fan-made fucking images.
Dick in background.
Lion King spelt out the word sex. I remember that. You know the moment, like it's nighttime. Simba's a grown lion, and he's about to lay down in exhaustion. And when he lays down, shoots up a whole bunch of flowers, pollen, whatever. For one split second, it spells the word sex.
I think I do remember that. Yeah.
Wow, how bizarre.
Yeah, man. They were putting all kinds of fucked up shit to fuck with my childhood brain, man, and make me a sexual deviant.
I think they do something like that.
And a fucking predator.
They do something like that in Lion King too, don't they?
A fucking deviant predator.
I don't know.
No, they're trying to make you one.
I'm not. No, that's what they're trying to. They're trying to make me one. And Kyle's trying to turn me into one, but I'm not gonna let him.
They're fucking succeeding. Don't figure it out yet, Connor?
There's no way I can figure this out. This is way too hard to figure out.
Space Jam.
Don't ask me, man.
It's just a bunch of Monstars. And
Somebody
they're
got
all
on the
naked.
images and not the actual search here.
Oh, God, can you imagine what the
Big alien
what
dick.
the Rule 34 Reddit would look like for the
You
monsters?
see that dry alien dick?
Big Packer. Yo, you guys want to go ahead and move into Yo Dude?
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
Check this out.
Yo, dude. Hey, yo, what's up? Check this out. Yo, dude.
Yo, dude, check this out. There's a golden penis on the Little Mermaid cover you've got to see. Check out this Mediterranean diet if you're looking for a diet that's based on whole foods and stuff like that, more of like plant-based and all that. It's high in olive oil compared to like butter and stuff. So that also helps with the healthiness of the diet. So yeah, check out Mediterranean diet. See if there's something you want to eat. Just a way to spice things up and eat healthy. So check it out.
Yo, dude, check this out. One of my favorite bands currently right now. Currently, my favorite sludge industrial noise rock band, Chatpile, is going to be releasing their second full-length album on October 11th. And yeah, I really enjoy the 3 singles that they've released so far. And one of these days, I will go see them live.
Cool.
Sweet. Yo, dude, check this out. So, the last couple of years, we've been going through the Strong Museum finalists for the Toy Hall of Fame.
Oh, nice.
So, I got the list of the finalists. I haven't chosen the winner yet, but here's the finalists.
Bring it.
So, the first one is Apples to Apples. You guys remember that card game?
I do. Yeah.
No.
The next one is Balloons.
I take it over Apples to Apples.
Right. The next one is Choose Your Own Adventure game books.
Sweet.
That's the new number 1 for me.
The next one is Hess Toy Truck.
Hess Toy Truck.
The one that keeps not getting in? Is that the one?
Hold on.
Yeah, that's one of the ones that they've been trying to get in for a while, but it's like the Hess
HES?
Truck's back and it's better than ever.
For Christmas this year.
The Hess Truck's here.
Hess Toy Truck.
I remember that.
Helicopter.
Well, you weren't a kid then. You're just a robot.
Yeah, dude.
The next one is My Little Pony.
God. You know they're gonna win.
Yeah. How you feel about that, Andrew?
My Little Pony.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
He's a brony for sure. Brony since day one.
I gotta say, man, I've met a few bronies in my life.
Yeah, I've met at least one.
Every single one of them, borderline pedophiles, bro. Borderline pedophiles.
Intolerable as well. Intolerable.
Yep.
Incorrigible.
I can't remember where I worked with one at, but with
Neovox.
One. Okay,
It was
Neovox.
Neovox, yeah.
It was annoying. Definitely was.
It's like, dude, you don't have to like this.
You're just doing it to like it to be weird. I know you are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
You're a weirdo.
I've only met maybe 3 tops, but all 3
nothing against
have
liking
been borderline pedophiles.
nothing against liking weird stuff, but come on, dude. Come on. A lot of hate in this episode. It's a common theme.
Hate.
Phase 10. I can get down on some Phase 10. You guys ever play Phase 10?
I love Phase 10.
It's been a long time since I played it, so
Phase
A
10.
lot of phases. I liked 1 through 9, but once you got to phase 10, I'm out.
Yeah, for deal breaker. Really, deal breaker. For some, game changer. For Connor, deal breaker.
Deal breaker, yeah.
Pokemon trading card game.
Oh, dude.
that's it. That's the winner. Fuck My Little Pony. It's Pokemon trading cards, dude. That's 100% it.
Guaranteed.
Is this their first year that they could have been nominated?
No
Because how
idea.
have they not been in it already?
Right, yeah.
I could click view details, but I'm worried that's going to take me to a list that talks about what Pokemon is. And
Right.
I
Yeah.
don't want to click this link.
It'll give you like, here's the whole history of Pokemon cards before it gives you the answer.
The next one, remote controlled vehicles. RC cars, essentially.
Just across the board.
Yeah. RC cars, remote controlled vehicles, self-powered model cars, manipulated from a distance by a special transmitter.
At this point, I'm kind of curious as to what's not in the Hall of Fame at this point. How is RC car not already there?
Put drones in there. I mean, if we're doing RC cars, drones are like the next step.
We'll say like, yeah, RC cars have been around forever, but so has like model airplanes that are
True.
remote.
Yeah.
My neighbor was all about that shit.
Dude, those are so cool, man. Those big ones that they can fly around, dude.
Dude, talk about an expensive ass hobby, man.
But that'd be a cool hobby.
That is like a $50,000 hobby if you
Dude.
wanted to start a.
I like the ones with the jets. That's cool.
The little jet.
Yeah,
You're
little
looking
jets.
at $75,000 hobby.
Got the flames and everything.
Dude, when we're old men, do you want to get some planes and...
I said I'm already the train guy, man. I'm already doing the train.
So are you talking like model train? Or are you talking you want to ride a
I'm
small
talking
train?
model trains.
Okay.
I'm talking model
whole
trains.
basement, like this whole basement.
Like you walk in Jackson's basement and he's riding a little train.
I will buy a like train conductor outfit that I will just have whenever I'm wanting to show off
Hell
my
yeah.
trains. You know,
Man, you know what would be cool? Just a train set that's kind of on the wall that would just circle this whole room.
That being said,
be cool.
have you seen the one at Lambert's? It circles the whole like waiting room.
Yeah, I
It's
think I've
cool.
seen that, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, they got a little bridge too.
Gotta have a little bridge.
Yeah,
I had a great uncle that had like one of those train setups that went all the way around the room.
I had a great uncle that was a train.
He's always like,
Thomas,
No, it was his cousin.
Thomas Blanchard. I know.
I also had a cousin that got train ran on her.
Oh shit.
No,
Oh my god, dude. I got the double entendre just now. Sorry, I knew a guy. Like, we knew a guy that got killed by a train.
Oh my
So
God.
I just immediately thought, oh shit. It was like, oh no, she got a train run on her. Okay, she's probably pretty stoked about that.
it went dark.
She had a good time.
It was Lil Jon and the entire East Side.
oh my god, dude. Yeah, this guy also had a train rental on him too. Dude fucking stole my Xbox, all of my games, all of my Rock Band shit, and fucking pawned it off because he thought I was trying to get with his ugly fucking girlfriend. He just met this chick like 2 days before. Automatically thought I was trying to get with her just because I was being nice to her because she was he's my roommate. I was trying to be nice to her because I wanted to be friends with my roommate. He fucking thinks I'm trying to get with her. Steals all my shit, pawns it. 2 days later, gets real fucking depressed, breaks up with her, fucking decides he's gonna kill himself, walks in front of a train.
Gets yeeted.
Gets fucking yeeted. From what I heard, he went flying 2 blocks away.
Jesus.
Fucking
That's a fucking fast train.
yeeted. That's what I always think. Like, how the fuck are you gonna fly 2
We don't
blocks
have no
away?
hyperloops around here, man.
That's a bullet train.
How fast is this train going? And literally, did he jump 10 feet up in the air and get hit by the top of the train? Because otherwise, you're just gonna roll down the
I
train.
mean, it's possible he tried to jump, you know?
But
Booped him. Little boop.
Like they say, it's hard to stop a train.
Yeah.
What a way to go, dude.
Yeah, no shit. And the thing is, he didn't die from that. He made it to the hospital and died in the hospital.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dumbass.
And a day
I thought a lot about
a day before
Don't do train, Jack. Just don't do train, bro.
the day before that, he broke into a lumber yard called 84 Lumber. It had just closed down. He thought he was going to be smart, break in there, steal their industrial lights from the ceiling. Mm-hmm. He disconnected one of them, thought he was going to grow some shit. Fucking from the ceiling, it's like 2 feet high, falls, dude. It snaps on him because he's hanging on to it, trying to cut it. This dude obviously was probably doing some fucking hardcore drugs that I had no idea about. Mm-hmm. But yeah, fell
I
2
remember him. He
floors.
didn't seem like the brightest guy.
Yeah, fell 2 floors, landed on concrete, and the thing landed on top of him and broke his hand. And then that next day, like, it was such a weird, like, 3 or 4 days. It really seems like he was on a, now looking back, seems like he was on a hardcore meth bender that whole week.
Yeah, that was the psychotic break that he had.
Yeah, he's trying to get some money.
It's like at that point he'd been up for 6 days.
He had met this chick at a hardcore rap concert, like an underground rap concert.
Was he fucking Eminem?
Yeah, I was like, there are those things around. But yeah,
I've been to one, dude.
Yeah.
I went to one.
a weird.
God, you just unlocked a fucking crazy memory for me.
Weird week, man. Weird week.
You guys remember the Surge?
Yeah.
I went to the Surge, and I went there because I was gonna go see that one guy that we had on not too long ago that was in a hair metal band.
Oh, Woody? Oh, never mind. Yeah. Scott Ingram.
Yeah, he had a friend that was in that same band, and he was in like a hair sleaze glam battle or like band. They were called the 9th Street Rollers. I need to get in touch with him and ask him like, dude, do you have a copy of that? Because I want it. But
I'm sure they do.
they were called the 9th Street Rollers. But they were headlining a show. I went to that show. The opener were local rappers, and they wore one dude wore lime green, like, button-up shirt and, like, pants and hats. And the other one did freaking candy red, same thing. And all their music was just awful. God. Kick them while they're down. 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 That fucking soundbite is engraved into my head, dude. I gotta call Charles after this and be like, dude, kick him while they're down.
Hell yeah.
Oh, man.
Let's get back to this list, dude. So Andrew can get the heck out of here. Andrew, if you feel like you need to leave now, go for it.
Oh, you're good.
Okay. The next one is a game called Sequence. You guys ever heard of Sequence? It's a dominoes type of game.
No.
Sounds boring.
Yeah, I never played it.
Yeah, it looks boring.
Say it looks boring.
Oh, it definitely looks boring.
Okay. It looks
It's
boring.
like some Sudoku.
The next one is a stick horse.
Fuck yeah.
How's that in there?
Sign me up.
That feels like it should be one of the OG ones that makes it in with like jacks. You know what I'm saying? And like the slinky.
But there's also...
All right, don't knock the slinky, all right?
I'm not saying it sucks.
But also, I think even kids back then were like, this fucking toy sucks. This is better used as to hit someone with than to try to use it for its actual intended purpose.
The rocking horse was where it's at.
The rocking horse was
Hell yeah.
way better than the stick horse.
I don't know, I like the one you put a quarter in.
Don't even
It's
get
mechanical.
me started on the carousel, bruh.
Yeah.
Don't even get me started on the carousel.
The next one here is the trampoline.
That's
That
quality.
was in last year, wasn't it? Or
No,
that
that might
was
have
one
been
of the nominations.
Might have been one of the finalists, but yeah,
Yeah.
trampoline came out in 1945.
Yeah.
Wow.
Crazy, man.
Not the trampoline we knew. The trampoline they had back in the day was the one that looked like a bunch of band-aids just like crossed over each other.
Yeah.
The next one here is one that's close to my heart. Transformers.
Hell yeah.
Ah, bruh, that's
Cool.
a great one.
Yeah. And that's the short list, man.
Pokemon, Transformers.
Yeah.
I did third finger, but didn't want to say anything.
If it was me, if it was me,
Holding these balloons. Holding these balloons.
RC cars, because they should have been in there already. Mm-hmm. Then Pokemon, then Transformers.
Personally, it would have been Pokemon first for me. RC cars is definitely a close second, though.
I just look at it and I was like, man, they should have already been in there.
Yeah, that's fair.
I do have the list.
You have the list of everything that's in the Hall of Fame?
Yeah, let me rapid fire run through it. Rapid fire. Here we go.
I
Is this
would
gonna be
say
less than a
maybe
minute?
Huh?
Probably.
Okay.
Baseball cards, Cabbage Patch Kids, Fisher Price Corn Popper, Nerf Ball,
Nerf ball. Love me some Nerf ball.
baseball cards, Top, Nerf Ball, Light Bright, Sand, Risk, Masters of the Universe toys, Fisher Price Corn Popper, Cabbage Patch Kids, American Girl dolls, the Rubber Duck, Atari 2600 game system, a regular ass ball, Dollhouse, Blanket, Nintendo Game Boy,
Blanket!
Hot Wheels, Star Wars action figures, chess, fucking teddy bears, Scrabble, Life, playing cards, dominoes, Big Wheel, crayons, G.I. Joe,
Some of these aren't even toys, bro.
Easy Bake Oven, Frisbee, Dunkin' Yo-Yo, Candyland, Checkers, regular ass box, cardboard box.
It's been a great episode, guys.
It's been a great
Get out of here.
Some of those are questionable.
There's a bunch of bullshit that made it into the Hall of Fame.
Dude,
A cardboard box.
There's so fucking
I don't know,
many
man.
more,
If you're
dude.
SpongeBob, that cardboard box takes you places.
Lincoln Logs. No, I'm not gonna go on.
At this point, I want to
Raggedy-
find the people who's in charge of the Hall of Fame and ask them, what the fuck's your problem?
Yeah, what are you
You got
doing?
a cardboard box and crayons in there, but you don't have RC cars, Pokemon cards, or Transformers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What are you
Pokemon cards,
doing?
definitely.
Well, I don't think this museum has been open for that long, and they're really only trying to do like 5 inductees a year, just so it's not like, hey, everything's in there. They wanted to make it to where it's like a process where people like are kind of looking forward to it, and like,
It's like the Hall of Fame.
yeah,
Yeah, but some of those things are questionable, like what Jackson was saying. I don't think they should have been in there in the first place.
Yeah.
like box,
Like
Here-
box,
here-
yeah.
or
Yeah.
sand.
This is
Yeah.
what they should have done. I don't know if they have a criteria yet, but they should have had like a criteria where it's like, okay, we gotta get through all the old school toys first and make sure that they're in there. So a 30-year buffer from the time that they've been allowed to be out, at least.
Right.
So
And that might be it. That might be why Pokemon cards is in there. I'd have to do a little bit more research. But like in 2008, Stick was inducted. Like some of these is like a little bit of a stretch. Like, okay, people in the 50s thought that was a toy. I mean, I guess
Like,
it could kind of be a
isn't
toy.
the NFL set up to where like you can't be nominated until like 9 years after you've retired or some
Something
shit?
stupid
I think it's
like that.
5. I want to
5?
say. I think it's 5.
I could literally keep going for the next probably 5 minutes. They're so
Listen, 1 minute, my ass. That has been the episode, everybody. Crash It With Friends, episode what, Kyle?
155.
Make sure you like and subscribe. Hit that bell notification. It could help us out in the future if we get enough of them. And, yeah. Friggin' keep it easy, keep it sleazy.
Yeah, and my one last thing, dude. Do you guys see a dude broke a land speed record on a skateboard? 62-year-old broke a land speed record on a skateboard.
How fast?
82.46 miles per hour.
Was he getting pulled by, something?
It was like a rocket-powered land, like a...
An actual rocket-powered skateboard?
Yeah, this thing is fucking crazy.
Okay.
looking, dude.
I thought
That was my original yo, dude.
Okay,
Was
I thought
this-
he was gonna be doing like the like what Danny Way did with Rob Dyrdek. He just got pulled by the T-Rex, I think is what it's called.
Yeah, I say rocket powered. I shouldn't have said that. It's just motorized. So I
We don't need a rocket.
The skateboard don't walk over water unless you got rockets.
Do we make it through all the Yo dudes?
Yeah, he said he was pulled by a motorcycle first
Okay.
and left the launch ramp at 52 miles per hour and accelerated further from there.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, 62 miles per hour, dude, or 62 years old going that fast. Dude's got balls.
Yeah. I mean,
Andrew,
I'd
you
be
got
ready
one?
to die.
I bet that dude probably had some kind of thing like Danny Way, to where if he fell, he would have like been caught by a harness and only his feet would have dragged or something.
What were you saying?
I'd have
Andrew?
to see I'd have to see the whole setup.
Right.
I was just saying, do we make it through all the Yo dudes?
Yeah.
Okay.
You got one?
I mean, I got one. It's not really.
Yo, dude, I gotta leave this fucking house.
It's not really anything crazy. I just want to point out, like, every time I do a Yo Dude, it's always about animals. And growing up, it was always to me that animals, especially dogs, couldn't sweat. So I want to say, Yo Dude, check this out. Dogs can sweat, but only on the pads of their feet.
I did not know that.
I didn't know that either. It's mind blown.
That's pretty cool.
I was always told that they pant, to cool down.
Right.
But they do sweat.
Well, then what's the problem?
I don't know.
All that fur, and it's a hot day.
That's true.
Okay.
But furries is for another day.
Yeah, we're saving our furries for when we need them.
There wasn't all hate in this episode. It's not
there's
all
some
hate.
love.
There's some
I
love.
had a really
I feel
positive
some love
moment.
towards gay people and the transgender
Connor had
people.
that positive moment with Tom Brady.
Yeah, I thought it was really
Yeah,
good.
that's
I
a
thought
good
it was-
change,
I
man.
thought it was well spoken too.
It's a good change.
I'm excited to see what my life is on the other side of this hate.
Sometimes the grass is greener on the other side.
Yeah,
You have to be willing to make a change.
yeah, exactly.
A force for good.
Tom Brady doesn't hate me.
That you know of.
Yeah, he hasn't met me yet.
He probably does though. You never know.
Why is it a problem?
I don't know why I said probably in front of that. I'm gonna say he could. I wanted to say he probably could.
All right.
He's capable of hate, Connor.
He is capable of hate. I know.
He could look at you and be like on Fight Club. He'd be like, you're too fucking
Well, that's been it.
That's been it.
Andrew, thank you for being
Thank
here,
you.
man.
Love you guys. It
Love you too, bro.
Love you too, man. Thanks for being short notice, showing up, dude. I always appreciate that.
was a good time, man.
Short in notice, but not in stature.
And long in penis.
It's long and it's strong.
He went with Bush Light there. He's watching the calories.
Bush.
Still getting fucked.
I like a good bush.
Bush.
Nothing wrong with a good bush.
Bush.
I like a light bush.
I like a good, nice, like V.
I'm cool with the V. I'm cool with the landing
strip.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Landing strip.
Hell yeah. Just so you guys know.
Word to your mother.
Now you know this.
Yeah.
Bye.
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 Crashing with Friends.
Podcast.